Jamie Woych from Biotechnology, who will share environmental plasticity of the Newt olfactory system.
Different smells have the ability to transport you somewhere else. For example, the smell of freshly baked cookies could transport you to your grandmother's house. Smell, processed by the olfactory system, can evoke strong memories. And these ties run deep. In fact, losing your sense of smell is one of the first indicators of neurodegenerative diseases like dementia. But smell isn't only tied to our memory and our health. For most animals, it's essential for survival. In order to find food, shelter, mates, animals need to be able to detect odorants in the environment around them. And in environments that change seasonally, this can be really challenging. So in our lab, we study a specialist in adaptation, the Spanish-ribbed newt. And these animals live natively in shallow pools that seasonally dry up, but they have to return to the water in the breeding season to reproduce. So water and land are two very different environments. Dropped in a pool of water, we wouldn't be able to hear, see, or smell very well. Imagine trying to find your grandmother's cookies underwater. So we figured something has to be changing in these animals for them to be able to smell both in the water and on land, and this change has to be reversible. So we compared animals that lived in the water to those that lived on land, and we saw that their bodies changed from the shape of their tail to the way they walked. And when we first put them on land, they didn't really care about the smell of their food. So in order to understand this, we started at the start, the nose. Right inside the nostril lives the olfactory epithelium, and in this tissue live sensory neurons. And these neurons help detect what's going on in the world around them by binding odorants to their specific receptors. And we wanted to delve deeper than you could see with the human eye by looking at the molecular and cell type level. And we did this by sequencing the gene expression profiles of individual cells we extracted from the tissue. And we saw there were changes in the support cells of the epithelium involved in mucosal composition used to trap odors. Here in green, I'm showing you a gene that's turned on after experiencing life on land. And when we returned them to the water, all of these things changed back. So this showed us that this is indeed a plastic change. We also saw that the animals that lived on land had more sensory neurons, as seen here by the abundance of cells in gray. Now, odors in the air are more dispersed than odors in water. So we think that this is a strategy to increase the system's sensitivity on land. So today, I told you about how the new olfactory system changes depending on their environment, but this can tell us something more general about nervous systems that can help unlock their potential to be flexible. And this is really important for understanding how to treat neurodegenerative disease. Thank you.